Dr. Bwedi claims due to his success rate, some medical doctors direct patients to him.
Medical doctors, hospitals, nurses. For treatment.
Another person that claims to have cure is Comfort Yebi, a spiritualist, also on the Mampong Road in Ashanti region.
Abibidrono etimi ekum emwano echai emrofudrono. Brofudrono Americano, dia me hu say emrofo no dada yen. And now I'm going school kakrano I'm so I'm brochire kofa esi adrono nukura bi anim.
Comfort Yebi will also not tell me all the herbs and the kind of mixture to produce the concoction that heals HIV. So I asked her whether she had communicated to the Ghana AIDS Commission on a concoction that heals the disease. Just like Dr. Bwedi, Comfort Yebi challenges the Ghana AIDS Commission to test her medication with some patients.
This is a baby dray. Who bet me the one you know? Tamia Jamba 20 a champo fofo. You were drove her made a back home and you mean to mention the man no more. The one who now best practice or progress on one. Now when I started running. Ubenya onim DSC a etisa omopa omoma doctor bi mfo obi bosome mienu me mfa bosome baako se me metini ayi es aja wom fi so omko konfo anoche a ye do omutu aduro so de no to na kwa no asaba sna na me kwa ye si bi wo oba na me de meduro ne ma no na me to ase eti yenya bi biduro no ekum emboa no eche brofuduro no eti amamrofo na ba me afida wo mo beje saa enimdia no omo kwazo so motimi mami epenuro ni bi no omo akofra no omo bazo so omo fa information bi amira mi o timi ma hu se ho no omo sisi mi etimi ma hu se me meboa mi do omo picture nyina beto na mo mfre ho musa omo di kan ba kwa me kuma sponsor ye do omo nyina ba me so na ma kire omo nuro no.
While some go to herbal and traditional healers to heal them, others also visit pastors to hand them their healing. In this clip, as some persons believed to be persons living with HIV/AIDS who were brought to the International God's Way Church founded by Bishop Daniel Obinim.
You can check it. From today onwards, go and check it.
Yes.
You will never see hepatitis B or HIV virus again.
Yes.
Doctor will tell you you are negative, you are out of hepatitis B or HIV.
Doctor, your testing in Obeka says, see any there negative, wouldn't it be? The salt solution, the moment you take it, you are healed. That is the word of the angel of God. It's a direction to heal you from HIV/AIDS.
In 2016, a research center, the Center of Awareness, COA, announced a breakthrough in Accra of a possible cure for HIV/AIDS. The COA drug, which is purely herbal-based, designed to be an efficient immune booster to help one's immune system fight diseases and disease-causing viruses, bacteria, and others. The executive director of COA, Dr. Samuel Atodankan, explains the drug could destroy about 80% of the HIV virus within 2 hours of its administration without any negative effect.
I was going to look for cure for HIV. Right. Yeah, so the research started from there, and from there we came to Noguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research. After we've gotten the formula, right. Now what we have to do is initiate what we call in vitro analysis to know whether the what we have has activity at all against HIV. And the results was marvelous. For 2 hours, the agent we have, which we call the COA72, killed 70% of the store virus. 6 hours, it killed 80%. and 12 hours kill 80%. Meaning, if it works in humans, then within the following day, somebody will get out of HIV. So we're looking at how we're going to try it in humans. So we moved from here to South Africa. We did that search in KwaZulu-Natal University, where the link is there, where Dr. Nloto used this medication to get his PhD. And 18 persons were tried with this medication. And the median viral load was 6,730. And within 4 months, the viral load came to 15. That's about 99.8% reduction. Then to us, when you get there, that is not the end of it. Because the viruses may be hiding in the latently infected cells. So we developed what we call the injector, the muscular, to smoke them from their hideouts. And we developed that, and we smoked. I think we have 2 pilot volunteers. And within 3 days, we smoked all the viruses living in their hideouts to the bloodstream. Maximum, yes, and maximum 120 days, they were off life from the human body. And up to today, they have no viruses living there.
Senior research fellow then at the Noguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research, Dr. Jacob Bano, in an earlier interview says the drug has prospects.
The core drug, which we tested against HIV in the laboratory, is one of the processes that drug discovery goes through. You go through an in vitro system. If the result you get is promising, then you move to an in vivo system using either humanized animal models where the drug has not been used on human beings at all.
Meanwhile, the Food and Drugs Authority says it has not been presented with any drug that manages or cures HIV. Emmanuel Yao Kwating is the head of herbal and food supplement at FDA.
If you are buying any product that is not registered by the FDA in the first place, then it means that the claims that are being peddled around cannot be ascertained. That goes for any claim for HIV treatment. FDA has not registered any product in Ghana that is capable of treating HIV. So we do not expect HIV patients to drop their medications for any other made in Ghana product, because FDA has not registered, I repeat, not registered any product for the treatment of HIV. If anybody is making that claim that he is treating HIV, the public should report to FDA so that we will have first-hand information and deal with it adequately, because that person will not be credible, because there's no product that has been registered in Ghana for that. So let's all work together so that we safeguard the public health and safety.
The antiretroviral therapy is a treatment and care for HIV. Standard antiretroviral therapy consists of the combination of antiretroviral drugs to maximally suppress the HIV virus and stop the progression of HIV disease. ART also prevents onward transmission of HIV. As of 2017, the UNAIDS reports that coverage of adults and children receiving ART stood at 40%. Dr. Thomas Ejakupoku is worried of the rate of resistance to the drug and the treatment in the near future.
In absence of a cure for HIV, the use of ARV is a very powerful tool to ensure that people who live in HIV are having a better life. But that will depend on the ability to stick to the regime of the drug. If you're able to take the drug religiously for a period of 6 months, studies have shown that your ability to transmit the infection to one another is reduced. And we want to make sure that people who have been put on medication stick to that. If you stop and then you come back, the danger is that the drug that you used to take may not work in your system again. The virus becomes resistant to that drug, and this is a danger. It means that we must change you from one set of drug to another, and these are difficult and expensive drugs.
As vulnerable as the victims are, they spent all that they have to get better, and at a point end up with nothing. Kate, for instance, spent more than 2,000 Ghana cedis in the initial stages.
Sir, Dr. No, Mr. Edrun. I am a bomb pie across saying, Uncle Pombe, who want meet me and Nancy. Nama Coneho, Namako Kamabiachian, because Omodi Edrun a hanipa. Omuni Edrun, but Omode a hanipa. To me, who am I, in fact, me boo of Wankasa because Sika or Mubin free a honor, and only here warm. Because we're charging me 3,000, so be to me, Amame, what me, what Jimmy 2,000. And social problem, Mark of our brain. It is Uncle Fonny, in fact, Omuni Edrun, Omunia, Omuni. There was a Ghana government, more who say, more baby, or more drone, or more limits, baby, or more pem. The Omutimi ye, and the Omuntimi, and because me told from this enemy, we are Kawakumekwa.
Jane, the trader, saw her business crumple on her. She couldn't make any progress in her economic life during the period.
Scapa, because that me trauma, dear, me no be a me. At the foot, na musica at the bank, by a basan, the second lash. Maybe more plot that won't come the statue and Casami. Me not be a gay jammer. O corner when you be a shasona window.
The pa, on the other hand, lost all she had on medications until she couldn't pay anymore and would rely on her sister. All the herbal and traditional healers, after being questioned on their drugs, challenged the Ghana AIDS Commission to give them patients to test their drugs with. But the Ashanti Regional HIV/AIDS Coordinator, Dr. Thomas Ejakupoku, says the request for patients to test their drugs is inappropriate and cannot be granted.
Virtually every day you see them trooping in. Some even telling us that, oh, we have drug. Doctor, can you give us some of your patients to try it on them? Of course, we work within laws and regulations. It is strictly against our rules to hand somebody over to a treatment you are not sure of. We are not permitted to do that. And if you do, it is against the law. So this is to individuals who think that they have medication or a cure for HIV. You know where to go. You go to Kropon, Equapim, your drug will be tested, and then go through the process.
Meanwhile, the Food and Drugs Authority explains for a drug to be accepted for use, that drug must go through clinical trials. Mrs. Naki Teilabi is Ashanti Regional Director for FDA.
The person then would have to come to the Food and Drugs Authority, bring this medication, fill certain forms. They have to even do clinical trials. You see, for a medicine that cures HIV, we have to prove. The whole world is looking for that medicine, I must say. Everybody in the whole world is looking for the cure for HIV. As of today, we still don't have it. So what we are saying is that if you think you have that medicine, then you have to have a clinical trial done.
The traditional alternative medicine under the Ministry of Health is in charge of regulating, it controls and certifies alternative medicine practitioners in the country. Ashanti Regional Head Stephen Osei Ejapon Jedua says such herbal and traditional practitioners who claim to have the cure must be arrested.
That they should institute some punitive measure if they can do that. For those who are advertising that they have AIDS, a cure for AIDS, if there's a way that you can institute a punitive measure so that those people will be dealt with once and for all.
Those herbal companies and spiritual healers use the media to advertise their drugs and propagate their messages, some of which is against the laws of public health.
So enti ehun behia sa wo beba na ya kire wo nipa ne yade a yede wo no yamfa anwo no so akwan be so ne fa so esa no eye HIV fine ono ne konya ye ana ne yato ede ama.
But Kate says after going through this episode of life, traditional healers must be confronted and dealt with. Her husband is dead, she is bedridden, and must take care of her 4 children with no economic livelihood.
Yeah, what TV? Ye here a buying and as ye hear the 4 and more. Because me and make us say, me could know, me could tanquara 4. Me need waffle via or boame, metifaco. For the past 10 months, metifaco. It here say, at the phone no more being, the best so ye monoma boy. Na a supporting me yet me sorry. In
2018, the Social Accountability Monitoring Committee, which was set up by the Ghana AIDS Commission, visited some of these herbal centers and brought them together to educate them on the need to go through the right processes if they claim they have cure for the disease. But the sensitization might have fallen on deaf ears because none of such drugs have been registered yet. For the network of persons living with HIV and AIDS, the current trend is a national security issue since a number of its members are dying. Emmanuel Sukure wants government to collaborate with them to address the situation.
And we allow an individual to make business out of our condition. And people think that this is only people with HIV concerned. I think it is unacceptable, for we have raised our voice and we are looking at what Ghana, the government of Ghana, the institutions that had been put in place to ensure that the safety of what we take in is secure. We are only looking at them to see what they can do with this report.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
HIV continues to be a major global public health issue, having claimed more than 35 million lives so far, according to the World Health Organization. In 2017, 940,000 people died from HIV-related causes globally. The whole African region is the most affected region, with 25.7 million people living with HIV in 2017 alone. The UNAIDS 1990 target calls on countries to reach the following goals: 90% of people living with HIV diagnosed by 2020, 90% of diagnosed people on antiretroviral treatment by 2020, and 90% of people in treatment with fully suppressed viral load by 2020 will not be met if the situation persists. It is clear that not everyone could be as lucky as Jane, who recovered. You could find yourself in the shoes of Kate, who is paralyzed, or Dapa, who unfortunately died from defaulting her antiretroviral treatment for herbal concoctions. To be able to achieve these ambitious targets, it is therefore important to adhere to the requisite medications to avoid the experiences of Kate, Jane, or Dapa. For Hotline, my name is Prince Apia, reporting.
And you know, Yana, I'm the prominent here, and then we could sound as I saw question. You've been a year now when you're my home. Answer. Yari, kiss your nanny, think of the international crew. You're gonna call on the room. When you get dial more www.com with me to the summer home. I'm sure so. Now we ask my
Let's be real, baby, you sabi the deal. The last girl where you chop, you be your last meal.
But tell them it's a dangerous disease. I'm unadvising. It's on this surface. A warning, put on your condom, protect this kingdom. Protection before the action. Abstention prevents abortion. Original Roscoe, be warning.